think about that. We broke the LifeVantage internet. It's you know it, we were talking last week, and I understand not everybody can go to every event. I do get that, but one of the things that we had said was if you attend, you're going to be able to say that you were there when. So now the you were there when includes selling out the product in a couple hours and breaking the internet. That's you were there when that happened, It's just it's the craziest thing. Who would have ever thought? I mean, who would have ever thought that you could ever break the internet at any company without, a professional hacker, hacking or something? Who would have ever thought that that could happen? But it did. And the product that was in Kansas City to be sold over the course of the weekend was gone in less than an hour. Less than an hour. Okay. Steve Fife had to hire a truck to take the inventory from Salt Lake City and drive it to Kansas City so on day two people could buy more. Okay, so it was definitely a no sleep weekend. That's for sure, but it was pure adrenaline. I got a little bit of a training that I'm going to do after April talks to you, but for those of you that did not have the opportunity to experience what some of us did experience in Kansas City, guess what? You're going to get an opportunity to do it tomorrow night. You're going to get a chance to break the Zoom tomorrow night. Okay. And for those of you that were in Kansas City, that never in your wildest dreams thought you'd see 20,000 people waiting in the waiting room to order product. Okay. It's possible. Okay. And if all we do for the next 24 hours is invite people to show them and invite them to share what we're excited about, okay, how could we not bust the Zoom of 500? Okay, how could we not do that? It's just a matter of getting out of your comfort zone, telling everyone you're excited, telling everyone you broke the internet, and we have the best GLP-1 product on the planet. Okay. So anyway, April, there's 10 people trying to get in. I'll let them in. You take over.
All right. Oh, okay. Yeah, I guess I'm not watching that. How's everybody doing? It was a long week, long weekend between the hurricane and then being in Kansas City for
I forgot all about the
5 days.
hurricane.
Yeah, it's
Kenneth, did
interesting.
you
That's been
forget
a
about the
great.
hurricane, Kenneth?
No. it, it's been a great subject to start talking to people again. And I want to talk hurricane. They're like, what's that GLP thing you got going on? So I tell you, it has been nonstop. The volume just keeps going up and people keep calling and asking a lot of questions and stuff. And it's like I haven't really had a chance to put materials together to even share with anyone. It's been that crazy. I'm just like putting orders in left and right. So super excited about that. But we did want to take a few minutes. I know there were quite a few of you there. I know I can see some faces, Allie, Alex, but then I see a lot of hidden faces. So maybe you're not appropriately dressed. If you're not dressed, don't show your screen. We've had some things go on. So, but anyway,
we,
if
we
you'd like to
learned we
share, I
learned
mean,
about scales. We learned something very interesting about scales.
yes, yes. We learned that when you take a picture, make sure that whatever you're taking the picture of is not reflective to show things. I mean, anyway, you get the gist. So Tyler showed more to the corporate company than he wanted to. So but a lot of funny things, a lot of funny things. The speakers were awesome. Awesome these 2 days. They really were just amazing. A lot of great information. I think that's equally important. There are some things, and actually, Catalina, do you have a clear signal? Can you talk, Catalina? I know you're driving too. Yeah, we can't hear you.
Yeah, she's muted.
Okay. She was in the doctor's meeting, and there's a lot of stuff that came out more so than what we even knew going in. It's funny, Bobby and I took a product for a month didn't know the ingredients, didn't know anything, really didn't know what to expect. And a lot came out of it. So, it's increasing GLP-1 levels by 140%. The weight loss is, I think it's 8 pounds. Well, no, I know it's 12 pounds, no, 25 pounds in 12 weeks. I know
Right.
that. So
Was the
25 pounds
average.
in 12
The
weeks.
average.
And
Yep.
we have, yeah, and we have a little like thing, but some of the things that were said, and Dr. Gordon was with us, her, Catalina, they were a great help to us. But the FDA has actually given us approval to say that it controls blood sugar levels. Huge, based on the study that was there. So, and Catalina, maybe one night when you're not traveling, we'll have you do a little training on GLP-1, because everybody's been focused on weight loss, but there's so much going on. They hinted at something that may go on with dementia as well. And then another doctor I was talking to today says, controlling blood sugar levels is directly related to that. So there's so much that we can learn about this product, but you don't even have to know anything. That's really to get you excited. All you have to do is show the before and after pictures. Nobody's asking me all this information. Nobody even probably really cares. I just find it very interesting. But I don't know, Allie, do you mind sharing your first time using the product and what you guys thought? And are you excited about it, or what you thought of the weekend? We lost her.
The weekend was,
Oh,
can you hear me?
I
Weekend
can
was
see you now.
fun.
Yeah.
It was amazing whirlwind. I started the product Saturday. Right off the bat, I did the 2 capsules in the morning and all 4 scoops on the first day, and I didn't have any trouble with that. But now we're home. We didn't sleep a lot last night. We got up super early for our flight, and I feel amazing. We had a little nap, and I'm like, I feel kind of skinny here. So I hopped on the scale and I'm down 3 pounds already.
Ooh. That's quick.
Maybe that's
I didn't expect it to be that quick, but
daily fluctuation,
but you like the taste. The taste was fine.
Yep.
No upset stomach. Okay. All right. Because that's the one thing so many people ask that have been on these GLP-1 activators is, does it upset your stomach? And even some of the docs are like, well, send me a month. I want to try it, see if it upsets my stomach. So that kind of says to me, they must have been playing around with these GLP-1 shots or something at some point, that they know about upset stomachs. So they're a little cautious about that. So let's see, Alex.
Saying, like, if you're not used to a whole bunch of fiber, that you could start slow if you're worried about it and ramp up.
Yeah. But nobody has started slow. It's not that type of group.
I'm not gonna start slow.
I know the instructions say take 2 scoops for a whole week. I don't know a person that's done that yet. Nobody's going slow.
the
Alex,
deal.
yours?
If one is good, two's better.
Yes.
I can talk. Can you hear me? Or it's
okay.
Lots of background noise. Yeah.
Go ahead.
So I think the biggest deal, like Luciano noticed at the beginning, he didn't know what to expect in terms of how much to eat. And he was eating just as normal as usual. And he felt like the food was like up to his throat. So if you notice that, that's a normal feeling. And that's how these will make you slow down eating without feeling deprived. And the same thing with craving. You don't feel deprived. It's just like you don't want to eat those things anymore. And that's something that I want to share, that so far nobody that I shared with knew about this, is that LifeVantage tests every single ingredient that goes into every single product for the intended activity. So if you want, the antioxidant activity of ashwagandha or bacopa or whatever, or the anti-inflammatory activity, or in this case, the GLP-1 activation or enzyme blocking activity, they test for that activity, every single ingredient, and they send it for third-party testing for toxicity and activity, and they test it again. So it's that's why the products are so amazing and so unique and you cannot replace them with the ingredients in that particular product from other companies. You cannot.
Great.
So
Yeah, that's all good information.
Well, two of the other companies that have, let's just say they claim to have a version of GLP-1 of a product. Their claims are it helps increase GLP-1 hormone by 20%. Ours is 140%. I mean, it's just there is no comparison between what is currently out there and what was just introduced this weekend.
right, but this is for all products. That's what they do for everything. So that makes us very special and precise.
Absolutely. Very good. All right, Alex, quick. Did you get into yours quick? We don't want to spend a lot of time. Bobby's having a great time.
Actually, I haven't. I'm looking forward to tomorrow. I didn't really want to travel with it being apart. I've just put it away. I have Cheryl's. Looking forward to it. It's all about tomorrow, yes. But like the young lady was up on stage talking about, she was comparing it to a job. And, we look at it differently. I say lifestyle, but she was saying you work Monday, maybe you give it Tuesday, maybe it's what you put into it. But like April, you say it so well. It's every day. Have your thinking cap on.
Every day.
And it's like, I don't take Sundays off either. At church, you may find somebody having a neat want and desire. So it's always, so I just thought that was pretty cool though, because it reminded me like, always give it your all, always be on thinking cap. That was great.
Okay. Anybody else dig in, first timer that wants to share or?
I can say something. Hi.
Oh, hey, David, how are you?
Hi. I just want to say for me, it was my first experience, of course. And, I was able to share a lot of things with Kenneth and get a lot of feedback. For me, but I think for me, the most important thing that I took back was building a team. It's not just something that, if I want to expand my business, I'm going to have to get a team and we all work together. So that's what I took from just to make it short.
That's great. It's funny because Bobby was telling me he was looking at the new member summary, and people that I signed up just recently have already duplicated and gotten other consultants on quickly. And I really think it's this product. I really think that, if you can't share this product, and obviously we need to spend more time going over how money is made for sure. I think that's always been a soft point with the company, but this is a phenomenal product and the interest level is off the charts, and people are they're coming out of the woodwork. People that have been with us forever, are reaching back out today. I can tell you numerous people that really, for all intents and purposes, I would say we're dead and they're back. So it's pretty cool. It's pretty awesome what's going on. So we're excited about it.
The one thing you're going to get to experience if you allow yourself to not be a procrastinator or analytical. Those are the two like curse words in this business. If you'll just go do it and not focus on being a scientist and just take advantage of the weight loss trend, fad, whatever you want to call it, it's 82% of the people are trying to manage their weight or lose weight. And we don't need to know, and they don't want to know how it works or what it does. They want to know if they use it, they're going to shrink. That is the only thing they want to know, is if they use it and are they going to shrink. And if we will stay in the use it and shrink business and stay out of the science from pro tandem business, okay, your businesses will go nuts. You'll get brand new people that'll be in the business an hour, be signing up their friends. And they don't know nothing. They didn't even use it yet because they just signed up. It didn't even arrive. Well, how does that happen?
They don't even know their links. I have to keep going over links.
They don't even,
Pulling
that
links.
happens because people love excited people. They love enthusiastic people. They want to be a part of that. If you were in that room, and those of you that were there know, the electricity for 2 days was mind-boggling. I mean, the energy in the room was, I mean, to say it was contagious doesn't even describe it. From the moment, Rancan started his thing before the meeting started to the moment it ended, and even after it ended, the line being a mile long for people to go get product. It was just
We've never seen
crazy.
that before. Yeah,
So,
that was crazy.
Kenneth, I know you had some of your people there. I'll give you the last word before we get into the training. What was it was funny. We were sitting, Kenneth, before when we were in the hotel bar area yesterday, you were back in the room. I think we were sitting there for an hour and a half before I even saw you guys back in the corner. And I asked, what happened to April? And they said, I think she went back to talk to Kenneth. I'm like, where's Kenneth? And they said, he's got that room back there. So your
We were
team seemed
just
pretty excited.
hiding. Yeah. No, just lots of excitement, right? If you don't feel it, then you gotta pinch yourself and then you start feeling something. I mean, if you can't feel this, then you need to go and get a doctor to check you out because this is amazing, right? We've all been, I think one of the things that was repeated by a couple of people on stage was that in the past, meaning like 2 days ago, we were selling wellness. We had to explain activation, oxidative stress. It came with an explanation. And now we're selling weight loss. And it's pretty much you say, are you looking to lose weight? And they say, yes, here's my credit card, right? It's not, let's not make it any more simple or any more complicated, right? It is the easiest thing in the world. Just talk to people. 82% of Americans want to lose weight. Let's help them out, right? So it's all about just talking to people. There's people everywhere. And if we start the conversation, of course, you got to be careful sometimes. Say, hey, you're fat, you need to lose weight. Here you go. Here's my card, right? But we got to do it nicely. And but we're here to help people, and that's the whole piece.
Hey, Bobby, real quick. This is Michael in Atlanta. There's a friend of mine in Los Angeles who I've known for years, and I've been dripping on her over and over and over again. And all I did last week was say, who do you know who wants to lose weight naturally? And she signed up yesterday.
Yeah,
So
and that's going
great.
and then that's
Good.
going on all over the country with everybody. Everybody is experiencing that. And that's why I said if you'll stay out of your heads, if you will refuse to be analytical, if you will refuse to procrastinate and just go out, be excited, sell weight loss and natural GLP-1 and that's it. Just stay in that zone. You won't be able to count the money when the month ends. I mean, our enrollments are over last month. We're 12 days in, and the enrollments are ahead of last month for the whole month. The volume is more than double what it was last month. We're on the 12th day. Okay, it's just mind-boggling. I know the pose. I saw Sean yesterday morning, so we were only about maybe 12 hours into it. And he showed me his back office. And when he showed it to me, at the time, he was up 540,000 over last month in 12 hours. By the time we left yesterday, they were up 1 million over last month. That's not the company. That's his team. Okay. So this is something we dream about our whole lives, to be in the right place at the right time with the right product, where the timing's right, and we are there. All of us, we're all there. It's day 2 for everybody. That's where it is. So, April, you want to add anything, or can I?
Yeah, I want to caution you. People want it, and they want it. Do not try to oversell it. Do not give them any information they do not want. When they give you the buying signal, don't keep talking. Just
Stop
get the credit
talking.
card.
Right. Stop talking.
You could overtalk yourself right out of a sale. This is so easy. You could just keep talking and the person's like, I just want it, so be careful with that, that you don't oversell it.
I mean,
you don't need to.
remember this. If they purchased in about 2 minutes time, don't you think they want people to purchase from them in about 2 minutes time? I mean, because they always go back to what was done to them and how it happened for them. And if it was quick and easy, guess what? They're going to expect it to be quick and easy. And, if you didn't complicate it on them, they're not going to complicate it on somebody else. So let me go. Anything else, April?
No, I did do the video. Thank you so many of you for the photos. I'm going to make sure I have the sound up and I'll do it next week. But a lot of great photos. Thank you all for sending those. I really appreciate it. And one more thing, Bobby, Ira has a birthday tomorrow. So, Dr. Goodman, you don't
He
have a
said
birthday?
no.
When is your birthday? You do have a birthday tomorrow. He does. He doesn't want to admit it.
No, I
You don't
don't.
want to get a year older.
I don't have a birthday. I got the
Okay.
I got the card from you. It's very sweet, but my birthday's December.
Okay.
My birthday's December 15th. So
Did you make that up because of your name?
Is that Bud Harrelson's birthday?
Yes, maybe that's what. Okay,
Hey,
got it. Okay.
my birthday is
I do
today.
know some baseball players' birthdays. That's not one of them.
Okay.
Okay, all right.
My birthday is
Sorry
today.
about that. I have
No,
that in my
I-
calendar. I'm
All
right,
right, let me
December
go to the
15th.
slides because this to me, this is everybody's for the people that were in Kansas City, this is a chance for you to experience it twice in 3 days. And let's see. Okay. And for those of you that weren't, this is your opportunity to experience what everybody else experienced. Okay. And I was joking, that we broke the internet, but it was funny. The largest shareholder on the board texted Steve Fife the night before, so it was Thursday night. Obviously, the meeting started on Friday. And he just said, he texted him a couple words, and those words were break the internet. Those were the words. And you know what? We didn't break the whole internet, but we broke the internet for LiveVantage. And when you started, and I couldn't believe seeing your number 1,000, and then your number 5,000, then your number 12,000, then your number 20,000. Somebody told me they saw 100,000. I did not see that number, but it's a mind-boggling number of people trying to order product, and that was not counting the people who were in Kansas City buying it in person. So it was, I can understand, people getting kicked out of the waiting room or the shopping cart 900 times in a few hours, getting frustrated. I get that. But you really, when you think about it now, it should be the most exciting thing that ever happened in your life, because you're in a business that more people wanted to buy stuff than we had room for. I mean, that's exactly what the deal was. So here's my goal, but it's a challenge for everybody. Those of us that were in Kansas City, we know what that felt like. We know what that electricity in the room felt like. We knew what it felt like seeing those messages. And if you have a team, you're logging in and seeing your volume jump, 1,000, 5,000, 10,000 at a clip. It was mind-boggling what was going on. And we have a chance to do this again tomorrow night. As a matter of fact, you have a chance. Okay, there's 2 opportunity Zooms we're doing this month. One is tomorrow night, and that's to launch an opportunity with GLP-1. Okay. The next one is on the 28th, which will be obviously a continuation of GLP-1 and the opportunity, but we'll be closing the month out. There'll be 3 days left in the month, and we'll be closing the month out. So we have room for 500 on Zoom. Last time we did it, okay, we only had room for 100, and we probably could add 150, 160 if we had room for more. But this is the time, the next 24 hours, for you to call and text, or both, anyone that you have in mind in your phone, on social media, relatives, church, whatever it is that you do. Invite them to join you tomorrow night, and you could have your biggest enrollment day ever. Just like people were sharing what happened in Kansas City, this could be your biggest enrollment day ever. Your personal and your team's biggest day ever could be tomorrow night. Why? Well, this is for you. Okay, this meeting is for you and your team, and there's no limit to how many people you can invite. And I'll be honest with you, if we go over 500, I am not apologizing. I'm not going to apologize. Will I get it to go to 1,000 next? Yes, I will. Okay. But, let's make this, each and every one of us, let's make it our personal biggest enrollment day ever. Let's make the companies think about what the heck is going on with that Zoom in Florida. What is going on? Why did all these enrollments start coming in at 9 p.m. Eastern, after we ended the Zoom? What happened at 9 p.m. Eastern? Let's make the company take notice of that. Okay, so that's tomorrow night at 8:30. We posted it all over, but if you don't have it, let your sponsor or upline know that you need, the invite. You need the live link and you need the shareable for it, and we'll get it to you tonight before the night's over. Now, the other thing I want to share with you, and obviously the 28th will be the next one we do, there will be all kinds of opportunity meetings all week and all weekend long, right through the end of the month, that a lot of other people are going to be doing. Tomorrow night is our team, okay? But there's going to be all kinds of stuff, company sponsored, other team sponsored, all kinds of things. You are never going to run out of opportunity meetings to plug people into, okay? You're never going to run out. They're going to be going nonstop. Now, the company also shared some really neat marketing materials for GLP-1, a really cool video. Okay, so go to hub.lifevantage.com and get that stuff. Make sure it's on your phone, make sure it's on your computer, make sure it's loaded up wherever you get your materials to share. Just get all that material and keep an eye on it, okay? Because there's going to be more and more. Now, as we see it and as we get it, I know Cheryl put a video in Collagen. I didn't get a chance to do that. I appreciate that. We put the shareables that we saw so far in the Collagen Picks group on Messenger, but there's going to be new stuff all the time. So just pay attention to it. If you see a red dot on Collagen Picks, that means there's new stuff in there. If there's a red dot there, there's new post in there. Check it out, because a lot of this stuff is just great stuff. And then the other thing is, check out the cities that are hosting GLP meetings. There's 30 cities that these are corporately sponsored events, okay? They're sending in executive distributors to speak, presidential distributors to speak, and somebody from corporate, okay? And there's 30 different cities. I can tell you, Catalina's hosting one in Chicago. Who's coming out? Is that Gentry that's in it? Yeah, Gentry's coming that one, and that'll be Skip and Jill Campbell. Will be there with Catalina's team, Dr. Goodman's team, Dr. Castori's team. April and I are flying up for that. That's going to be a freaking awesome meeting in Chicago. If you know anybody in Chicago, get them there. Okay. Skip is funny as heck, man. I mean, he's a doctor too, and he's funny as heck. I mean, he's an entertainer and he's a smart dude on top of it. April and I will be the speakers in Indianapolis at that meeting, and I think Skylar is the corporate person coming into there. But look, there's like 30 meetings all over the country, and this is a time to look at who within a couple hours of that meeting that you could get plugged into that meeting. Okay, that's what really, really, important that we utilize that. So these are the two shareables for our meeting tomorrow night and the one on the 28th. I've already posted them in Collagen. I posted them in the Team Unity page on Facebook. They're there, but if for some reason you need them, or if you don't have the live link shareable, just reach out to your sponsor or upline and we'll get that to you. But these are some of the shareables. I just put them on a slide. These are 3. So they're the size of the stories, that you would post, whether it's Instagram or on Facebook stories. They're that size. Okay. And, just make sure you're including your link, the link to your site, so they can one-click shopping. You just get the link for all the products, and including the GLP-1 is available on the app. You can just get the link for the shopping cart right then and there. And, It's easy to do. So again, there's some really nice shareables. I don't know. Let me just see. This may not have sound, but it'll play quick. There's a short, um, 25 or 30-second video here. Let me just. So that's just a few things that are available for starters. Good stuff though, no? I mean, it's just great marketing stuff and just utilize it, but make sure when you're posting something, they know to get back to you. Make sure your link is there, make sure they know how to reach out to you. And you don't want to be advertising for somebody else. Yeah, I know there was no sound. I just wanted to show it. We have a new Zoom account and I haven't figured out how to hook up the sound yet because when we went from 100 to 500, everything looks different. So, but there is sound on the video. It just didn't come through here. I heard it playing. You just didn't hear it playing. So the challenge is this: for each one of us to have our biggest number of enrollments and team volume in one day tomorrow night. Okay, that's the number. Let's just set an all-time record. I know 500 is not likely, okay, but when leading up to it, we had about 150, 160 people try and join. There's no reason with the product now available to be purchased in packs, consultant packs. If you weren't there and you didn't see it in Kansas City, go and look at the enrollment packs, man. They did a heck of a job with the enrollment packs. I mean, there's a new $9.99 pack, that's all GLP-1. There's less expensive packs that have the GLP-1 in it with maybe the collagen and the Protandim. There's some nice stuff. So go and look at the enrollment packs so you know what's available. Okay, they're in your back office. Just go look at them. But we're fired up, folks. And I said this last time we spoke. There's nothing we want to see more. Your day is here. Your day has come. I know some of you were here when Protandim came out and was in its heyday, and you missed it. You just for whatever reason you missed it. Okay, you're getting a second chance. And I know for me and April and Kenneth and some of the people that came with us 7 years ago, I think it's today or yesterday was 7 years. We're right at that date where we joined 7 years ago. When we came here, the company was already 8.5 years old, and we missed that. But I'm so thankful that we're getting a chance to do it with GLP-1. And everybody in the company thinks GLP-1 is going to blow away Protandim. It's not even going to be close. And Protandim took the company to 200 million from nothing. Okay, so to say that that's going to blow that away, that's quite a statement by the people that were here on day one with the Protandim. That's quite the statement. So anyway, it's I'm pumped. April, you got anything else you want to share?
Well, it is Michael Haney's birthday. So
oh, well, happy birthday, Michael.
Happy birthday. Saw that in the chat. Thanks for whoever told us. That's
and
awesome.
Happy birthday to anyone that we missed in the last week.
Yeah.
But here's, somebody, I think it was, I'm not sure if it was Skip or Sean or Brandon or Tyler, but somebody mentioned, the conversation was around rank advancing. And someone mentioned, you can skip ranks. You can just skip over 2 or 3 of them and go from 1 to 2 or 3 higher. And I saw something today. There was a lady that was acknowledged. I forgot her name. She was in the Pose group that was acknowledged for just hitting EC1. She was the last one they had up. It had happened, Friday night sometime, and they already had the recognition planned for Saturday, but they squeezed her in. Okay. If you were there, the one that they squeezed in is now EC2. She went from EC1 to EC2 in one day. That's skipping ranks. Okay. That means she's never going to be paid as an EC1 because we only get paid once a month and she skipped it. Okay. She hit it and skipped it. And that's going to happen with SC1, SC2, SC3. That's going to happen with MC1, 2, and 3. That's, challenge yourself to at least go to the next rank, but you know what? Maybe skip one or two. just, Kenneth, you got to get with Liam and just say, we've been talking about MC3, but I think you need to be EC1 so I could be EC2. That's what, yeah, just let's just think bigger, folks. Let's not nickel and dime. If you were in Kansas City, you saw it happen. We blew up the internet. It's only the 13th of the month. We got 18 days left. Now I'm going to share something else with you. And if you're in Kansas City, you heard this. We are going to run out of inventory. Okay. It's going to happen. They have rushed. The 3rd, 4th, 5th, and 6th batch it's on rush. But what they thought was going to last a month lasted a day. And what they thought, a day, okay? What they thought was going to last a month lasted a day. So my advice to you is to stock up. They're going to try and keep it, to a short out of inventory period of time. But what they're going to do is allow people to order it, and they're going to be in line to get it first. And if the order comes in the volume month, let's say October, we're going to get paid on it. Okay, they're going to pay out on it and they'll ship it as soon as it comes in. So they're doing everything within their power to limit if they run out, but it's not if. They are going to run out. Okay, that's a done deal. Okay, and it's just a matter, are they going to run out tomorrow, or are they going to run out the end of the week, or are they going to run out the end of next week? But they are going to run out. If I were you and you don't have it en route and you don't have enough for the people that you've been thinking about en route, when we end this Zoom, get online and order it. Okay, because the last thing you want to do is have them run out and you didn't even get yours. Okay, so that's, we were warned, and the people in Kansas City heard it, from the front of the room. We were warned. So that's the good news and the bad news. The good news, we broke the internet and we sold a month's worth of product in one day. The bad news, we're going to run out. Okay, but they're going to do their best to get it in as fast as they can. And believe me, there's nothing, when there's supposed to be a press release coming out tomorrow or the next day that's going to talk about it being sold out in a day. What do you think is going to happen to the stock when people read that? Just think about that for a second. What do you think is going to happen to the stock when people read that? I don't know how it could do anything but skyrocket. It's like it's every company's just wildest dream come true. So anyway, tomorrow night, let's as a team and as individuals have our best night ever. Okay, for enrollments, personal volume, and team volume. Sound good? Are you on board with that? Can I see some thumbs up on that one? Is everyone on board with that? We got 24 hours. Man, I'm telling you, that's enough time for you to get 20, 30, 40 guests on. That's enough time to do that. And just be excited and tell them they just cannot afford to miss what's going to be said tomorrow night. And we're going to keep it short, sweet, to the point. It's going to be 30 minutes. And then we're going to tell them to get to your link in order. Make sure you have your link ready to give someone. Make sure you know where it is and you're, in the app. Make sure you have it ready to send, because the last thing you want to do is have 5 people ask for it and you're fishing around looking for it. so have that ready. Go ahead, Catalina. We're late, but I want to let everyone go so they can invite. Go ahead.
Somebody was saying that she could only order one, but we were able to order, I mean, a customer of mine was able to order three. And the other thing I wanted to say, anybody don't get stuck on the science. Send everybody to the data in the product because they have all the questions possible, all the data, ingredients, frequently asked questions, everything is there. So don't try to explain anything.
Well, if you go to the GLP-1, the cart where it is, if you go there, there's all kinds of data there that you can download, but there's a really nice trifold brochure that is included with every order. That is really, it's done nice. It's not paper, it's like a card, and it's a trifold card, and it's a nice brochure. So, but thanks for that, Catalina, because we want to stay out of that business. If they want to look it up and read it, let them do it. Don't you be the information. You can just point them to the information. You don't want to be the information. So, but anyway, we will see you tomorrow night at 8:30. We got 24 hours. Obviously, tell you folks to log in a little early, so it gets a little whack-a-mole like when it gets close to starting time. So anything you can do to get them to log in a little bit earlier will be appreciated. But have a good night. Congratulations, everyone. So much fun. And then one
Thanks for
last
making the
thought,
trip.
April is the global convention. There's all kinds of special opportunities, but you want to register early for that because there will be a cutoff for that too. You should have seen people just leaning on the wall, sitting on the floor. It was completely sold out event, but make your plans early. It's not till April of next year, but make your plans early on that one. Plan on being there. Good night, everyone. We'll see you tomorrow night at 8:30 Eastern. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Good night.